Hello and welcome to the Unofficial Controller Podcast, your weekly gaming podcast, episode number 310. With me, George, and this week joined by RGT, Shenmue, to my Shen Cockadoodle-Doo. Oh, mate.
You think of that last minute? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah,
How's it
okay.
going?
Yeah. I'm good, thank you. I just saw that look in your face as you went to do Shenmue to my Shen Cockadoodle-Doo. Like what
It's
you
written in the
promised worked.
script, may I add. It's written.
Oh, is
Um,
it? Oh, right.
yeah, oh yeah.
Mm.
I don't even know if I've got the right episode number, but here we are. We find
Yeah.
ourselves on another episode of your number one gaming podcast. RGT, it's been an interesting week. I hope you're well.
Well, yeah. Been busy, but a good busy, so I can't
You're looking
complain.
good. You look like you're pumped up, been on the old performance enhancing drugs again.
Oh, God, yeah. Yeah, absolutely roided up. Not really. Disclaimer, no, not
That's
really.
where you come in with all this roid rage.
Yeah, about Thomas the Tank Engine.
Yeah, oh, mate, don't get me started on this year's runaway success that you Tombstone pile drove
Yeah, and
through a
still will.
flaming table. Little Thomas the Tank, the engine that could, looked up at you and he was like, "I'll see you in hell." And he is. I mean, that game's getting some big numbers.
Oh God, I know. Not for me that, but yeah, yeah. I think you hit the nail on the head with that. Time to say hands up. Yeah, okay, fair enough. You called it. You called it. But no,
Wow. I
I
did
won't
not
be.
expect this turnaround, but I'm taking it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you were correct, but
like
not
a
that
good
I'll be
little
playing
boy.
that. But I
All
will.
right, okay.
But
Well,
yeah.
we're here because people want to see us talk about video games,
Hmm.
as our American cousins call them. So then it's only probably right and proper that I'm still never going to get over this us
Well,
being on the video because I'll
yeah.
rip into it and I'm probably making all sorts of faces. I caught sight of a video the other day. I thought, oh my God, this boy, oh dear. He
Mm.
didn't think about the fact that he was being recorded at this moment. He was just waxing lyrical to his mate on what he in his with his eyes closed, thinking it was on an audio show. But
Mm.
I should be addressing the camera more, surely, or do we just wabble on like this? What do you think?
I think we wabble on like this. I think people just see it as it is, raw, rather than us pouting to the camera.
Oh, you're raw, you're real, dude. You're a little bit HS ticky tocky, if you know what I'm saying.
Wow.
Hey, you got to get it in
I don't
there
think
because
I am.
when
Mm.
Google, I've just realised as well. Listen. I have got exactly the same the hand gestures as President Trump, and that's a scary
You
thought.
have.
Hmm.
Mm.
He's a
You
big
definitely
guy,
have, yeah.
the biggest guy. Got to be one of the biggest, maybe the
Oh
biggest
God.
guy.
You are dropping just names in here for the algorithms, aren't you? Just
That's it.
random
I've got a
names.
list here, and I'm just smashing them out. Joe Rogan, Paul
I'm
Daniels,
worried about.
Cliff
Oh,
Richard.
good. I'm getting
Done.
worried.
That's that bit
Okay.
sorted.
Yeah. 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 That's another few downloads.
Look, people just come to have a look at that point, don't they?
Mm. Yeah, true. Yeah,
So
true.
come on then.
Yeah.
What
Right.
what you been playing?
Um, it's been a very interesting week,
I said
gaming, and I'll tell you why. Huh?
I predicted this. If people rewind, I said it's been an interesting week, and we got to. I don't know why
Yes.
I said that, by the way.
Yeah.
And then you said
No,
it's been an
you're
interesting
right.
week. Why?
Well, I'll tell you what, it's an interesting week. I had a dabble on a couple of games, right? Why are you still laughing?
I don't know. I feel like
You're
you're.
about me laugh.
No, I feel like you're kind of a little bit on edge. Like you're trying to sell me something. Like we're at the back of a pub and you've got the boot open, a little bit Ray-like. I don't know. I don't know what's happening here.
No, no, no. So anyway, I dabbled on a few games, got to my day off, and I thought, right, I'm going to have a day off. I'm just going to get stuck into a game. And but well, the night before as well, I thought, right, I'm going to play some games. Next day, have a day on games. I never do that. I'm always doing jobs, always doing bits and pieces. I'm going to have nothing would stick. None of the games would stick. I realise I'm doing the hand gestures now. Uh,
It's because we're on video, darling.
Nothing
Now
would
we're on
stick.
video, darling.
Yeah. Um, So I went back on Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, played about 15 minutes, thought, nah, it's not doing it for me. So then I went back onto Ratchet and Clank Cracking Time. Was doing these little side mission planets, played that for about an hour. Nope, that's not nothing, doing nothing for me. I know, let's go to a PS2 game. Let's find one I haven't played, I've always wanted to play, right? Half-Life, never played Half-Life. Let's chuck Half-Life in, let's sit back, relax. So many people told me it's a great game. Great game. And
Some would say the best game.
started playing that. No, no, but a great game. Great game.
No, no, great game. Great game.
Um, I'm starting to think it was fake news. But
China.
I played about an hour and a half of that.
That's all of them now,
Yeah.
mate, by the way. Bingo.
We're done.
Search
Tick them off the list.
algorithm
Yeah, bingo,
complete,
full
mate.
house.
Yeah. Million
Yeah.
downloads.
Um, and I played that for about an hour and a half, and then went to bed that night. Got up the next day. Didn't really fancy playing Half-Life. Didn't fancy playing Final Fantasy VII. Didn't fancy playing Ratchet and Clank. So I thought, I know. One of the games I bought with my Christmas money for my PS5, I'm going to chuck it in, have a day on that. Yakuza Pirates, the one in Hawaii. Right, I'm going to play that.
Wow, bold.
Now, yep. Um, Started off having a nightmare with the graphics. It's quite well known with this game that it is so over saturated in the graphics that if you put your HDR on, it's like you're staring at a collapsed sun. So it just it's so bright. You have to, if you're playing this game, turn the HDR off
Mate,
because
that
it is
might be the
terrible.
best thing
It
you
is
have
absolutely awful.
ever said.
Really?
Yeah.
What, a collapsed sun?
Like, look at
It was bad. It was.
Hopefully you came up with that. That wasn't just a paraphrase, 'cause that was phenomenal.
No, no, I did just come up with that.
I like it.
So I played that after about half an hour of fiddling trying to get the graphics correct. I played it for about another hour, and no, on yours, um, and I played it for. It's okay. It's quite good. I think I'll go back to it, but it just didn't stick with me, right? So there was one game that saved me this week, which I've now got addicted to, and that is a little game that we've been following for a little while, George. I do have a flyer for it here as well, which you might like to see.
Bang average
Bang
football.
average football game.
That's not the one that
Yes,
I've been
I
shouting about, is
downloaded.
it?
No, that's their other game, which is
What's
Nutmeg.
that?
Their
That's the CFAX looking
Nutmeg
one.
is the yeah, which is like
The manager
a
one.
sticker book, like yeah, like a 90s sticker book, but it's a manager one. But this one, bang average football game. I've been following it for a bit. Saw the guys at Bristol, didn't get a chance to play it, but I thought, oh, it does look very good. Basically, if you imagine Stardew Valley, S graphics in the town, bit smaller, but it's a football RPG.
Oh.
And you have to play the matches as well. So the matches are like sensible soccer.
Oh, you play as a player, you don't play as the
Now,
manager. You're the player. What
you,
position?
I know you do.
Oh,
Your player manager.
Emlyn Hughes.
So basically, you start off at yeah, yeah. So you come up with these random examples, but you are correct. It's Emily News. When's the last time you watched football? Emily News. Anyway, I had that on my Spectrum. It's about 84, that is.
Once it's seen,
So
it's never forgotten.
yeah, oh God, definitely. So you start off, you put in what I put my local town in. Um, and you go on a train, you're on a little train, you roll into this town that you started at, someone meets you and says, "You're our new signing for the club. We've been really struggling of late. We're in the lower leagues. We're near the bottom of the league. The fans are quite annoyed, blah, blah, blah." And then as you're going off, he says, "Oh, by the way, the manager walked out and we all had a, because you turn up late, sorry. We've all had a chat round. No one else wants to do it, so you've got the job. So you're playing manager as well." And you're like, "Well, hold on, I've never managed a team in my life." They're like, "Oh, you'll be all right. Don't worry about it." So anyway, you go to the club. You can do, yeah. And you're like, "Well, I'm playing manager now." Um, you walk around the town. You've got like a mayor's office. You've got a pub. You've got your little house, and the football pitch is at the top. You go through the gates. Now you meet the coach, and he'll show you how to play. And what happens is when you see like a little bubble above people's heads, you can talk to anyone, but when you've got a bubble above their head, they'll give you a training exercise, which will give you a stat point, so you can up
Hmm.
your own stats as a player. You can pick the team, but also, like for instance, there was one. I played a couple of games and I lost 1-0. I lost 1-0. Then I drew 1-1. Then because I've kept doing these missions, I've put my stats up. So I've started winning games. The fans in the town are getting happy. But one of the good things, this is how it's got loads of little branching areas, this, but none of them are too in depth. But there's enough of them to make it a full game, if that makes sense. So, for instance, they said to me, "We're really struggling for fans because your pitch is just like a fence around it, and there's a few fans just stand in a little area. There's no stands or anything." So they'll say, "We want to get more fans in. To do that, we need some more stands, but we need planning permission. So you need to speak to the mayor." So you go to the mayor's office. "Oh, the mayor isn't here, right? He's gone over to the local town, the sort of rival town team, Foxborough Town. He's having a chat with their mayor. You'll have to go and find him." So you get on a train, get a ticket, go over to Foxborough Town. You go in the pub. "Oh, is the mayor here?" No, him and the other mayor got a bit drunk last night. We ain't seen him. We don't know what happened to him, but he's took the keys for the cellar. So we can't get in the cellar. We don't know. So then you go to the other mayor's house. And it's not a proper little RPG. You speak to people on the way, and you speak to this guy who's playing pranks on people with one of the old vuvuzelas. He's blowing up behind, making people jump. But you go in the mayor's house. He's hung over, fast asleep. His wife can't wake him up. So you go back, get the vuvuzela, come back, wake him up. He tells you where your mayor is, and there's all little RPG missions like this to carry out. And then I got planning permission to build, so I've built two stands on the club. And then I've now, and within this, you're playing a football match every Saturday. You're playing your weekly football games to try and get the club up the leagues. I do
How's
believe
that
there's
going? What's
transfers in it
the
as well. I haven't got that far
football
yet.
gameplay mechanics like? Is it stick to the feet or is it sensey where it's not? What's the crack here? Because this is actually sounding quite tempting to me.
Well, Sensi does stick to the feet, and this is like that. It does stick to the feet, but it's got more mechanics than Sensi. It's very Sensi looking when you play it.
So it's top
So it's
down?
got top down, exactly. Almost you'd look at it as though someone had remade Sensible Soccer for a modern console, but
Right.
it's the same sort of high res Sensi. Um, you change your player with X buttons. You can change really quick. You can pass. You can do a pass like a through ball. Then you've got shot and you've got lofted shot as well. So you've got different controls. Although the first couple of games you're a bit, "Oh, hang on," but once you get into it, it's quite easy to use. It's quite satisfying. And
Hmm.
then what I done for my player manager character, I put my speed and my finishing stats right up to 10 out of 10. That's what I done first of all, so I can get the goals for the club now. Um, and then you play home and away, and you have to pick your kit, what you want, home and away kits.
So you're the
And when you play
striker no
away,
matter you're the striker no matter what in
no, you
this.
can play whatever position you want. You can pick. They'll say, "Oh, what?" And because when you first get to the train station, they say, "Oh, you're our new striker, RGT. What position did you play again?" And then you say what you position you want to play. So you can
Oh
play centre
wow.
back if you want, midfield. Yeah,
Goalie.
it's I didn't check, so I wouldn't say 100%.
That would be fun.
But you have to save penalties and that, so you take over as the goalkeeper when there's penalties and stuff. So you might be able to.
Wow.
But it's really got me addicted to the game. It's not as big, nowhere near as big as in depth as Stardew. Don't get confused with that. But it's that Stardew world with the little town, and it's these little almost 16-bit RPG missions that you do around a football game. And that's so rewarding when when I won my first game, the final whistle went, and I was like, yes, I've got some points. So then I went to the pub to see what the fans were saying. And there was there's one who's always moaning, standing in the bar, and he's like, well, we're lucky to win that because the back four are still rubbish, And then you'll go around, someone else says, oh, you look so you're turning it round, RGT. Well done. That's, looks so we
So
could be
what
getting some
console are you
points.
playing this on?
Now that's another thing. This is only available on one thing at the minute, and that's Steam. So I'm playing it on Steam.
This is all a little bit queer, isn't it? What's going on here then?
Now I am my
What's going on here?
calm down. My laptop, as is fairly new, is not although it's not a gaming laptop, it's quite powerful. So to run indie games and that, it can run Steam sort of no problem on there. So I just put an HDMI out of my laptop, which I'm recording on now, straight into my monitor, and I just play it on the monitor with a PS5
Oh,
controller because I can link my PS5 controller.
hang on a minute, mate. A new contender's entered the ring for the King of the Indies.
Mm. There might
Mm.
there might be, as of recording, there might be a little something else coming tomorrow that involves Steam. So, but we'll see. So,
Wow.
mm,
Wow.
hmm
You know, I
I've got a Valve
predicted
t-shirt on
this.
order.
I also predict within the next 12 months a very big slimming down. Well, I've got it on Steam, mate. Like, wow, okay, this is like where we're going. I've got all
I
my
think
emulators working. Bada Bing's come round for a night, sleep over. He's sat huddled under the kitchen table at threat of death. He's got all your emulators working. He's worked his socks off to make sure everything that you've got physical is in there. Then the next day, you rock up with a skip lorry, literally reverse into your local CEX and just tip the lot.
no,
20
definitely
quid.
not. No, definitely not. I love my physical games, always will do. The only reason I've gone with Steam, Bristol opened my eyes up because there was a lot of developers there showing their new games. Nearly all of them were really, really good games. I mean, there was one of them there who had a crowd around all the time, not a twin stick shooter. Forgive me, I can't remember the name. Scott will know. But there was this twin stick shooter that had a crowd of people wanting to play that all the time.
Mm.
So one guy developed this. So on this he had it on a big old screen playing it. It looked like almost like a twin stick Diablo. Do you know what I mean? It was that well made, and I was thinking, hang on. And then you go around, where are all these available? They're available on Steam. And I think, well, that'd be nice to be playing these, and then I can relay back on the show what bits I've picked up and what games I've played. Especially these early indies as well. And I've been so wanting to play Bang Average Football, and I just thought, right, let's just load a Steam account up on my laptop, and I did. Although it does kick the fan in a little bit, hence why there might be something else
Just
coming. But
see.
well,
Well,
I
who's
mean,
to
this is
say that
quite
thing that's coming doesn't have its fan kicking in playing bang average football?
well. There was another problem. Um, this is quite a powerful laptop. Well, it's the last generation. It's a Lenovo Yoga. Um, it's quite a powerful laptop for what it is, sort of a mid-range laptop. But it was playing fine. Then the second time I went to play, when the fans kicked in, I lost sound. So I was starting to think, I might be frying this a bit. So I might want to play something else. I looked into it a bit, and that was like, yeah, it might be this, might be that. And I thought, I want this for recording. I don't want to fry this thing. So, yeah, so I've gone to get something to play Steam on. So, but I'll say more about that next week. But yes, if you have got a Steam account, if you like sort of retro RPGs and you like sensible soccer or football, give Bang Average Football a go because it was 9.99. So £10, not bad at all for a game that much depth, and it's so fun, so addictive. Can't wait to play it again. So unfortunately, most of them other games are on the back burner a bit. Oh, I did download the demo for Mario Strikers as well, but we'll talk a bit more about that later on because that'll involve one of our stories. So I think that's pretty much me. What about you, George? What have you been playing?
Um, I'm still rocking and a reeling from all this sort of information I'm receiving.
Mm.
Uh, hey, that's got a ring to it, hasn't it? Um,
It's our new album.
yeah, it's the new show. Um, I, I'm just, wow. You
Mm.
think you know someone, don't you? And then boom.
I know you're going to go. Oh no, he's PC Master Race. He's going to get rid of all. As you've already said, I'm going to get a skip and tip all my stuff in for the. No, 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 no. That's just these little indies I want to play early on, which yeah, he's a good way of playing them. Because I mean, this is probably going to come to Switch, Bang Average Football, but not for a long time. And you think you're waiting all this time. And I thought, oh, could have played it by now, and early access on games as well. I thought, no, I'm gonna. That'd be nice to go to these events, especially when we're at OLL on the 11th of April. Go around and see a lot of these, mark them in your phone or put them in your Steam account and just put them in your library ready. And you got all the games there ready. So yeah, these early games, indies, brilliant.
Wow.
You'll be on it next, mate. You'll be on it next.
Well, maybe, but
Maybe you already are.
maybe I am.
Mm.
How weird. Anyway, I've been playing a little bit more Ken. Um,
Mm.
I'm still enjoying it, but I've kind of like reached this point on my climb where I feel like I can't get any further. I'm well out of food. I can't find any more food anywhere in my local vicinity. I'm so hungry. My energy's low. I've
Sounds tough, that game.
I've took a few tumbles and it's like dusting myself off and it's like, right, okay. I don't quite really know what to do here. Even when I arrived at this with full health, this wall I've been struggling with, it, you know, it, even then it wasn't doable. So when it resets when I die, it's like there must be a different way. Now I got to the top of this certain section the other day and I saw like the remains of that red path, I talked about a few
Mm.
weeks ago. I could see it. I thought, oh, crikey, if I can just kind of hand shimmy round here. If this is Uncharted, you'd have just doop, 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 done.
Follow the yellow rocks.
Yeah, basically. But this, it was like, no, and there was no grips, and I was kind of hanging on and reaching, kept falling. It's like, right,
Oh, that's
okay, so
frustrating.
I can't get that way. Even tried sort of putting in some cleats and belaying and trying to find a way to kind of use that as a sort of halfway station where I could recover my stamina a little bit and then try and make that next reach. Fell. Damn it. Right. Okay. So I don't know within the game whether I need to start again, whether I've boxed myself in. It is a roguelike at the end of the day, really. So, you are meant
Yeah, I
to
suppose so. Yeah, yeah.
keep going, aren't you? But even in this roguelike, my death mechanic seems to just keep resetting me in this window that I can't really do anything with. So, yeah, I guess I'll give that one more go in that scenario. And then if not, I guess it's restart, which is a bit
Mm.
depressing, but
Mm.
I'll give it a go. Another game I want to talk about that I don't think I've had the opportunity to talk about on the show, and I really think I should. It's an indie, but it's not new in any way. At least I think it's an indie. It can't not be an indie, really. It's a game called Ultros. It was a game that PlayStation gave away. It's available on Xbox and Switch as well.
Don't know
Um,
if I know that. Ultros.
yeah, PlayStation gave it away about a month or two ago as part of the PSN 3. It's this. You better Google that because I probably got the name wrong. Anyway, it's this really beautiful, probably one of the most artistically brilliant games I've seen. It's almost kind of psychedelic, but it's like a Metroidvania. Message enough I've talked about this. I think last week I realised you'd gone completely doolally tap, and we'd both spoke about Remember Me at depth on I think it was Flashback. I can't remember. I think Carlos came in with a big save. But this Ultros, there's a lot of the screen is black, and you kind of see as you walk through these wonderfully, really colourful vistas. Um,
Mm.
yeah, is it Ultros?
Yeah, Ultros. Yeah, I know. As soon as I saw the artwork, I remember. Yes, I put that in my library. But
Mm.
other than that, I haven't even looked at it, so I wouldn't know what it was. Very colourful,
Oh,
very sort of
honestly,
neon
mate,
colours. Looks nice.
you kind of like your Metroidvanias. There's not too so far, not too much backtracking, a little bit, but nothing too egregious. But the way it looks, it's like a cartoon or a drawing, like a 60s, 70s sort of sci-fi drawing come to life. I just wanted to bring it up here to make sure that if people downloaded it or it's perked their interest, it's available on Switch. I checked. I think it's on Xbox and it's on PS as well. So yeah, go check it out. It's probably in your library for free. It's probably lingering in your Xbox account for free as well. But Switch, it was about $16, I think, from memory. £16, $16, call it what you like. €16, 16 Spanish lira RGT as well. The only other games I've been mucking around with is a little bit more Voyager. Again, I feel like I'd got myself boxed in a few weeks ago when I was talking to Scott about it, and I kind of have. I think I'm facing the reality that I might need to start again, or at least find some way of recovering from a position. These are these roguelikes. If you overextend yourself, you kind of get a bit stuck. But hey,
Mm.
it is what it is. Again,
I meant to
I've
say to you, have you played U-Boat anymore?
no. I had my dad round the other day. I said, "Look at this," and he got all giddy. He was like, "Oh, what's all this? Why are you showing me this?" I was like, "Oh, when we get a bit more time, we'll come. You come round. We'll do this." By the way, probably take 5 hours to get over the North Sea. Oh, wow, that's great.
Bless him.
My dad, that is, yeah, spot on. He'll
Get the
have me up
kettle
in the
on, son.
conning tower scanning round. Don't stop scanning. We've got to keep looking. Might be a contact. Like, oh God, all right, Dad. Yeah, Christ. Turn it into a living. Um,
Yeah.
he got like that with Red Dead. He was like, don't forget to do this, and don't you get up in the morning. Don't forget breakfast. Like, oh, yeah, yeah. Get a coffee. Like, yeah, yeah. All right. Don't forget
You
to
haven't
go,
finished your shift yet, son.
give your horse a brush down. Like, yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, yeah. Don't get feeding, pat him. Yeah,
Walks in
get
in a
up.
pair of Spurs and
Yeah.
chat.
There's a picture somewhere on my phone of me and him with cowboy hats on. He looks a bit like Hosea, so it looks pretty good to be
Bless
fair.
him.
Um, yeah, and that brings us to the end of it. A little bit of a short sort of hop through. There's been a plethora of other stuff, but they're the ones I wanted to kind of put some noise to, especially that Ultros.
Mm.
I haven't really talked about it as far as I can remember, so I really wanted to give a props to a probably 5-year-old game, but I think everyone should know about,
Mm.
especially if you're into that 16-bit aesthetic. Are you ready for a bit of news, RGT? Should we dive in?
Oh, God, yes.
I think I'm lubed up enough to slide into this news sock now, so don't worry, on the UCP now, lover boy. Things are a bit looser here. I haven't sworn, no
No, you haven't. You've
swores.
been very good.
Yeah, so just a couple of smutty innuendos from you that we can edit out. Oh yeah, we'll leave mine in just to make it look
Wow.
like. Oh wow, you say wow to me.
Mm.
Unbelievable. I've got feelings.
Yeah. But you didn't realise I do as well.
Yeah, classic issue that the psycho in it.
Definitely. Been saying it for years.
Oh wow. Okay. I like to think I'm a little bit empathetic, but obviously I've got the emotional intelligence of a stone. Um,
Mm.
it's time for the news. We scoured the very darkest regions of the internet to bring you the latest stories. First up, RGT, you better get your galoshes on because this one should have you feeling very pumped up, I would say. Yeah, I believe so. Over at Push Square, Stephen Tailby, fresh from his Disney cruise that he's been on. Hope that was fun, Stephen.
I just sit every week waiting to see where you've taken Stephen Tappy or what he's been doing.
And I
There was
don't
someone
even
the other
know.
week had a
I don't,
driving school,
I
and
don't even know
someone
where,
about
what, or how a Disney cruise is, but he's been
someone
on
who
it.
listens to this show said to me the other week, that journalist you're talking about, has he really got a driving school? I was like, no, don't believe what he's saying. He just makes this. He's not really. He sounded quite convincing, and you were going, yeah, yeah, he's got a great fleet of cars. I was like, no, no, no.
Did I say that?
Yeah, you said, was it Ollie Reynolds? Was it Ollie Reynolds? You said he had a driving school in Brighton, and he's one of the biggest in the country. So I got to it. Does he do that as well as German? No, 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 he
Well, you
doesn't.
don't know, so you're being very confident to say he
If
doesn't.
you've just fluked that he's got a driving school, I mean that's quite unlikely.
Well, anyway, Stephen Tailby's fresh back from his Disney cruise, covered in Disney pins. He's collected up all the merch out of the bathroom. You know what he's like, he's a scoundrel. He's took all the complimentary gear out of there. He's got a Mickey Mouse toothbrush. He's kid size, by the way. And he's not pulling anything with that other than his dog's teeth. But Stephen, you pay for it, mate. So take it. You're right. I'm not too sure about the curtains, though. I do believe Walt will come for you for those, but do as you please. Anyway, in between the Disney cruise, he took time to report about a PS1 era cross between Silent Hill. I've done
Mm.
myself. I've done myself. Absolute
That was the
uppercut.
curtains. That was the curtains and old Walt that I think got me. I think the curtains. Yeah, I think the curtains a bit too far there, Steve. And old Walt will
Oh,
be coming for you.
dude. I've stitched
Oh,
myself up in a bag and I put the last bloody stitch through my schnoz. Right.
jeez.
Anyway, hey, Stephen, he's laughing the other side of his face now. Piers. Oh,
This is
God.
going to take a while, this
It
one.
is, don't you worry. A PS1 era cross between Silent Hill and Truck Simulator is not something we knew we wanted. You're damn right, Stephen.
Mm.
Easy Delivery Co. is yet another PC indie darling that's now making the journey over to consoles, and it looks like one to watch. This is a drive-in delivery game set in a somewhat eerie mountain village, and it's your job to cart things over to their destinations. It strikes as an unusual mix of Silent Hill's foggy atmosphere and Truck Simulator's haulage gameplay, only with cutesy characters and all presented in a lo-fi PS1 style. It's one of those concepts that doesn't necessarily sound like it should work on paper, but it looks pretty good fun in the above trailer, and it certainly has us curious to learn if there's any sort of mystery underpinning the whole thing. Now, RGT,
Mm.
take off the training wheels, pal,
Hmm.
because can I make this? I was going to do a Seb thing and make the video come on the.
Wow, I will be impressed because you will be the ultimate bigger boy if you can make that sort of tech happen.
Yeah,
Have you done that?
just chill
No.
out, mate, because, I'm not a young chicken, am
I
I?
can
I'm
hear some
old.
clicks going mad there. The fingers are going good and on there.
You mean like this?
Oh my God. I mean, yeah, okay, that's impressive. You might want to take the rest of your screen off, but other than that, it's quite impressive.
I mean, that's as good as it gets, pal.
No,
What about
yeah,
this?
this looks good. This does look good. I have been tempted with this as soon as I saw the trailer, and I thought, oh,
Everything about this screams I need it.
yes, that's
So
that. And it is. I love how they've even added in with the PS1 aesthetics. They've even added in a bit of warp as well, so you get a bit of a wobble on the screen, on the sides, and in the distance, which is looks absolutely brilliant. Um, and once I saw it was a little K truck, and once also when I saw that you could upgrade and get bigger wheels and stuff, I was like, "Yep, I'm all in on this. This looks brilliant, absolutely brilliant." It's, oh, I just enjoy it as well. I like having a lot of little RC monster truck in it, doing deliveries. That looks good. I like how he's got the character's got a little hut with fishing hole and his little burner in as well, which looks bloody brilliant. Yeah, so I'm all over this. Are you gonna? When's this out? The end of this month, isn't it, I think.
I tell you the problem though, RGT.
You got no internet?
I've barely got any internet.
Yeah.
And that whole screen sharing exercise probably took me, so you can see in my face now, it took me to the ragged edge of what
That's
I
why I
thought
just
was
filled there. I
humanly
just filled for
possible.
you. Yeah. I could see there was a bit of sweat come down your head. You went very red. There's a bit of panic. The lip quivered a bit, so I was worried you might
It
have a
was
little
like,
bit
is
of
it
tear.
still recording us, these two Muppets? Like, yes, it is. Okay, what's happening? Have I just shared my genitals? No. Okay, calm down. I don't
Yes.
know why I said that, but
No,
probably a
but that
little
makes
bit
me
of the
worried about what
Tourette's
you got
kicking.
on. But yeah. But anyway, yeah, it does look. It looks really good. Again, unique game, but yeah, I'm definitely going to get this. I really like the look of it. It's just that little using a little K truck as well. I think it's a great idea. You could have used the big monster truck, but they didn't. They've gone with a K truck, and then you can build it up, bigger wheels and
Look, to
stuff.
me, the choice of vehicle's perfect. The way those graphics look and
Oh, it
warp
does.
and the
Yeah,
aliasing and it's dead wonky, it looks perfect. And it's
yeah.
hard to imagine that this thing is actually a new game.
You could show someone, and they'd say, "Oh, no, I don't remember that on a PS1." You're like,
100%.
Yeah, it does really look PS1. It's so good. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. It'd be interesting to see what the sort of story is and whether it is a bit creepy with it as well, because it does look quite dark and creepy in areas,
Yeah, I don't quite necessarily know what that's all about or whether that's just the way they've worked around
like the
it.
aesthetic or something.
It's the
Yeah.
aesthetic possibly because there are some shots in the trailer of it when it's daytime and it does actually look cutesy. So unless it's like
I wondered if you do more night missions, you upgrade your lights so you can see further. So as
yeah,
the
what was
road's
that
not
game
quite
you played? The fishing game where it had that twisted mechanic. So in the day you fished, it was normal, and then at night time you fished and it was like
dredge.
crazy.
Yeah,
Dredge,
dredge.
that's it, lover. Yeah,
Yeah.
Maybe it's like that. We don't know, do
Oh,
we?
would
But
be good if it was, but yeah.
exactly, yeah. Keep your eyes peeled. What's this next bit of news? You little sex machine.
Never been described as that and never will be. This is over on
You
Nintendo
just did
Live.
them what?
uh, this is by Gavin Lane.
What's his story?
Gavin Lane.
Yeah.
He was with Stephen on the Disney cruise.
Oh,
They
I didn't
dub-
realise.
well, because it's quite expensive, so they doubled down and shared a room.
Is there any more to that, or
Well, I think they got a curtain each, so I don't know how they're going to do it at home, but they got one curtain each.
what?
So
They live together?
no, they just shared because they shared the room on the Disney cruise. When they took the curtains, they just had one each. So
No, I was going to say if they live together, one they could just like put them on the same rail.
yeah, it's just that Nintendo PlayStation. They'd never get on like that permanently, would they? They have little holidays together, but it's just that console wars that just wouldn't go down well.
Which is the aggressor in the relationship? Would you say?
Oh, Gav. Yeah, you don't want Gav to go. Jeez. You turn around and tell him the Switch 2's pretty crap. He goes light. So just tell him all's good. Switch 2's the best console. He'll be fine. But
Okay.
yeah, don't push him. Love you,
What's
Gav.
he brought in if
Um,
then?
he's brought in Shenmue 3 Enhanced is coming to Switch 2. Physical editions confirmed. Um,
Ooh, yes, please.
There is a little update on here as well, which I'll quickly mention first, which is updated today as we're recording. We had assumed as much, but we're now confirmed the Switch 1 version mentioned back in August isn't happening. So Shenmue 3 Enhanced is Switch 2 only on Nintendo platforms. So there's no Switch 1 version. Um, Fans of Dreamcast era Sega, Yu Suzuki and Sailors Rejoice officially
Hmm.
revealed Gamescom last year and confirmed for Nintendo platforms. In Games has announced that Shenmue 3 Enhanced will be coming to Switch 2 and other platforms this year, with physical pre orders now live. The trailer above gives an overview of the enhancements you can expect to see in this revamped version of the 2019 game. Uh, the Switch 2 card will be a standard game card rather than a game key card too, which should please fans of the genuine physical article. The blurb on Inning's website very confidently emphasises this too. Um, they go on to say, discover the ultimate final full edition, completely bug free, update free, and fully included on the cartridge. No downloads, no patches, no waiting, just a complete, perfectly optimized experience ready to play. You better hope it is, because people will remember that. Naturally, there are also a couple of different versions of the game up for grabs in physical form. The special edition comes in a large box with a making of art book and the definitive history of Shenmue documentary on Blu-ray, while the collector's edition also includes a different box with a manual, a wooden scroll and keychain, a figurine of Ryo Hazuki, and an art print bundle with assorted goodies. Pre-orders are now live via Inning's website, with release for them all is set for fourth quarter 2026. The base Switch 2 game is going to be €54.99, the special edition at €74.99, and the collector's edition a whopping €199.99. The latter having a limited pre-order window closing on 4th of May 2026. The confirmation follows teasers of a Switch 2 version, although previous discussions with the dev publisher suggested that a Switch 1 release was a lock, with a Switch 2 version being a possibility. Now we know that's not right. We've reached out for clarity on whether a Switch 1 version is still planned, but we'll update when we hear back, which they already have, so no Switch 1. This third entry in Shenmue series started life as a Kickstarter back in 2015, and the resulting game stayed true to the Dreamcast originals for better and worse. Our pals over at Push Square told you. I told you.
I said they were pals, and you were like, no, they're not really that close because they don't like each other. Too much console
No, I
rivalry.
said they didn't. No, no, no. I said they don't live together, but they do share a holiday. They only have limited time together because it
You're
will end
right.
in
You're
punches.
right. What themed room did they get
For
on the
better or for
cruise
worse.
anyway? Did he tell you? Did Gav tell you?
No, he didn't. He weren't very forthcoming, so I don't know whether it weren't quite up to their expectations, but I don't know.
Hmm.
Um, up. our pals over at Push Square gave it a positive 7 out of 10 in their review, and we're intrigued to see if the enhancements in this new version improve the experience. And Ted and Len, let us know if you're tempted for any of these physical releases and if you're looking forward to seeing Shenmue on a Switch for the first time ever. Yep, go and check it out. Check the video out, trailer, bits and pieces all over at Nintendo Life. There seems to be a lot of news with games coming to Switch 2 at the moment, and a lot of these companies that are putting them on cartridge are shouting about this on the cartridge. Don't worry, it's not okay. They're almost trying to capitalize on this key card dilemma by putting a whole game on and hoping that
Yeah, I
that's
think they see that the Switch 2 is still probably, or the Switch ecosystem is still probably very well supported by the collector market. So it's probably a place where
yes,
physicals will
yeah,
go home. It's
yeah,
also a great way of saving space on your console storage. I have to admit, since I've started getting some more downloadable games, it doesn't take long before you're completely out of space. Yet if you're playing car only games, the odd update, the odd, full download in the background of the other supported games that might be on a triple pack or something, and your hard drive's barely touched, or
mm,
your memory card. You start go down the download route, you get Madden on there that's probably at half of a card in one go. And it's like, oh, okay, I've got to start deleting some of my card games now. This defies all logic. So I'm a big fan of these coming in. Switch cart's very small physical footprint, so to me it kind of edges around the whole ease of use, not taking
mm,
up too much space type
yeah.
argument, unless you keep all your red boxes out, of course. But even they're slim. More importantly, let's talk about Shenmue. I am a lifelong Shenmue fan. Have to admit, I was there day and date for one and two, and even three. Three left me feeling a bit cold. I think we'd already seen the kind of gameplay system grow and evolve into Yakuza and be something a bit bigger and a little bit more impactful, maybe. But my first egregious points with this, and yes, I'm coming from a place of egregiousness. Will I buy it? Of course I will. Of course I will. But I find this a bit insulting. The big sell for the Nintendo version, or maybe all of these physical versions, is this. Now, not forgetting this was a Kickstarter. Discover the ultimate final full edition, completely bug-free, update-free, and fully included on the cartridge. No downloads, no patches, no waiting, just a perfect, completely optimized experience ready to play. If that comes with a day one update, I'll howl my absolute testes off RGT because it probably
Mm.
will.
So
um,
you got the PS4 version of this, did you?
yep.
Yeah, so I got the PS4 version, but you will buy it again then, even though you don't
Probably I
find
want
it.
it on the Switch, but my next question, which I find also quite egregious, is if you're bringing this, why the hell aren't you bringing one and two?
Yeah, I find that a strange one because I would have thought
Why not bring trilogy?
because if you a trilogy or if you done a one and two pack to start with, and then the new players that played it, if they really got into it, then release three, so that'd follow. This seems to be aiming at a very quite narrow market. I think I know there's a lot of Shenmue fans, but
Hmm.
nowadays the Shenmue sort of fan base, I would imagine, is quite not limited, but smaller than what you'd be aiming at. And as it's
It's
the third
took a
game,
kicking, I'd imagine.
yeah, and then to go back and play the other two, is there people who have got the means to play the first two? Do you know what I mean?
Well, they're on PS4, aren't they, and Xbox, I
Mm,
suppose. But I
yeah, I
think
suppose so.
if
Yeah,
you're bringing it to Switch, you might as well make some gangbuster money by loading all of them on there.
yeah. I
Previously
was.
unavailable, now the trilogy is on Switch.
Would it
Job
be to
done.
do with? Is it not a licensing thing? Is three a
Probably, I
separate
think it
property
is.
to one and two, or?
It most definitely
I
is.
mean, I will add in games is very good. I bought a couple of bits off them. I got the Simon the Sorcerer, the new game. I got the special edition that
That
pre-ordered. They
that
do nice
RGT
sets.
that wheels me into this next piece of egregiousness. Like I've
Yes.
bought some Shenmue bits and bobs over the time. I've got the physical games on Dreamcast a couple of times, both of them. I've got the Xbox version kicking around somewhere. I've got the PS4 version of one and two, and I've got the PS4 version of three. I think I might even have a collector version of one of them somewhere kicking around. On Switch, this is a pricing example we've got. It's 54.99. I don't know what that is, euros maybe, which will be 55 quid, let's face it. The special edition, which comes with a CD and what looks like a book, 75, fine. Um, and then this one that's 199, right? And you're getting all the same stuff, but plus a wooden scroll, a forklift keychain, and it very clear to point out a 15 centimeter high statue. I'm struggling with that.
Yeah, and they're doing the trick, which a lot of I've fell for this before. And when you first look at a collector's edition, because they put every version on the screen, it makes it look as though there's more on the screen than what there is.
Yep.
What I mean by that is, for the audio listeners, they'll put a Switch 2 case, a PS5 case, Xbox case, a PC case. So when you first glimpse at it, you think, oh, there's four things there, and then there's these. It fills the screen up a bit. And when you actually break it down to what you do, it's very clever how they advertise these. Yeah,
I guess the counter argument is I don't have to buy it,
no,
right?
you don't. I mean, for me, 199.99, that's a lot of money for what you're getting. A couple
It
of
is.
trinkets, a small statue. Most statues you get in collector's editions were always a foot, they're always 30 centimeters. So then when you say 15, you're thinking that's not a very big statue
I
for
mean, some people would be glad
£200.
to have that.
Yes, it'll be nice, but it's a lot of money for that.
I
£200 is
was
a lot of
talking
money.
the physical height of the 15 centimeters.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you glossed over it, slick as
I
hell.
tried to, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want to let you, but you've kind of done it. So, what's
Yeah.
this last bit of news then? I think we've. I mean, is that of any interest to you at all? I know you brought it in for me, which is very loving and caring of you, and I appreciate you. I look at you and
Um,
I love you, but what is that meaning to you?
I think it's great for the Switch 2 players to have Shenmue 3 on there. I'm loving there's been a lot I said before, there's been a lot of news of these games, physical games coming over to the Switch 2. Probably with a lot of games that people who have a Switch 2 as their only console look across that and think, oh, I wish we had that on there, I wish we had that on there. And they're all, a lot of these games are coming across. You know, we've had Requiem come straight over. They're
Yeah.
always getting some of these games day and date. They're getting games they didn't get brought over. I think it's brilliant. If you're a Shenmue fan and you're into your Nintendo, this is a no-brainer, really.
What would
You know,
what would make me dead happy, and this is a very selfish one, is if we could get Shenmue 1, 2, and 3 on the
yeah,
Switch, and
yeah.
then we could see the Yakuza's rounded out a bit more and get 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we could have almost like that almost full evolutionary playthrough. It'd be great. I've often thought when I've been sat on the Switch, I wish I had Shenmue on this. And I don't know why. I think it's just that form factor of having it in your hand, kick
Yeah.
back on the sofa and go look for some sailors. It almost feels like the perfect place to play it. Have it
Mm,
on the go, bit of TV on. You
yeah,
just got
without a
to
doubt.
crunch some side missions just to get to the next bit of story. Dock it, do it on the big screen. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got that. I remember OG, OG sent you that news, by the way.
Mm,
He pulled it out this morning, I think, and sent it into the news desk, which was
mm,
quite interesting to see.
yeah. Cheers, OG.
He watches now as part of his Sunday routine. He gets himself ensconced in like one of those inflatable chairs from like the 90s that you used
Oh,
to see in like gadget
yeah.
store and things. He's got himself one of those. He's got his
What shape
TV.
is it? Is it a color or is
It's
it like
a
a
like a
big
see-through.
hand or
It's a see-through blue. It's just one of the armchairs.
oh
Yeah,
nice. Yeah.
he's got that positioned on a rug, a sheepskin, I think it is.
Wow.
Um, the walls are chipped back to the brick. He doesn't want any influences. He's got no curtains. He's got nothing. He's got
Wow.
his brand new TV balanced on an upturned paper bin,
Wow. It's
and
raw. He's
he's got his
raw.
PS5 leant up the wall, and he
Mm.
sits there. Now it's unusual because he likes to game naked, and some of these sort of images that
Yeah,
you
I've
see
heard
through
that.
the blue chair. Oh, let's just say that it's awkward.
Sort of going back to the Uno days.
A little bit Uno. I never said about Uno. He, yeah, because it's got these little holes in it, for support, and sometimes
Anyway,
a little egg drops in it. So from the
yeah.
outside, it just looks like this little, I don't know, weird little jar of flesh. that he sat on.
My
But
God.
yeah,
Oh well, it's probably be the last one, OG watchers.
we need the views. So
Well, yeah.
hopefully not. He might watch this 6 times. He's into that sort of thing. It's my turn for the news. I was about to say, you got this next bit of news, RGT, but it's all down to me, isn't it?
It
So,
certainly is.
all right. Well, oh, Fraser Gilbert's been out again. So over on Pure Xbox, Holy Trinity, cross your heart and hope to fly. Um, he's got this. Keep the feedback coming, Xbox boss says. New console features were built 2 weeks ago. An impressive start to Asher Sharma's reign. Fraser Gilbert didn't get to go on the Disney cruise with his pony friends, but I'll tell you where he did go, RGT. He went airsoft.
Oh wow.
Yep.
I didn't know
So,
Fraser was an airsoft guy.
yeah, no, he's full into the military simulator of it all. So he is part of a Hitler Youth airsoft crew. So
Wow, that's
yeah, they had a fall of Berlin weekend. So
might
yeah,
have to edit that one, Phil.
why? It's history. It's fine. Uh,
Jeez.
You make these worse than they are. I think they'd go under the radar if you weren't giving it. Oh my God, that's so controversial. Like, hey, oh, just
I'm just
whisper
stepping
it.
myself away from it.
It's off controversial. That's the
I,
recreation
I don't think the
weekend.
airsoft was the controversial thing.
Anyway, what's done
Before
is
you just
done.
destroy us, get on with the news.
Hey, look, with controversy comes clicks. If they come looking for that, they found it, haven't they? Yesterday, we were
Yep.
treated to the surprising news that the Xbox Series X and S consoles get a major dashboard update. Look out for the first time in what feels like forever, with multiple features being implemented, including custom color settings, the ability to disable quick resume for certain games, and the option to add more groups. Following this announcement, new Xbox boss Asher Sharma took to social media. Social. You take the man to Turkey, but you can't take it out of his mouth. Took to social media to reveal that the new console features were built 2 weeks ago as a result of fan feedback, and she encourages fans to keep the feedback coming. Here's a Twitter post. 2 weeks ago, we started working on some of the most requested Xbox features. Today, we're here. Keep the feedback coming. And we've already dumped those. Toggle quick resume, up to 10 groups on home, custom color consoles, custom colors across your console, cleaner guide, and profile visuals. Of course, Sharma's been in the role of the Xbox boss and Microsoft Gaming CEO since late February. So this marks one of the first public facing decisions she's been part of. And it's one that will make her surely win a lot of brownie points from Xbox fans. Prior to the update, it felt like the regular Xbox monthly updates were ignoring console users, often highlighting PC and cloud updates more prominently. But Ashley Sharma did say that console was key focus when she took on the role. And that's proven to be the case so far. Let's hope it continues. RGT, an update for Xbox, one that we should talk about.
Hmm.
But a busy week for updates everywhere because you've got some update news that you want to wheel in as well, sir. What have you got?
I've just been noticing a lot of these lately of these sort of boost modes, like Switch 2 has had a boost mode for the Switch 1 games, which I
Yeah,
did try out, hence with Mario Strikers. I noticed the Portals had an update for streaming for
yeah,
the 1080p now to improve that, and the uh, Pro PS5 Pro has had the PSSR2 update as well. Um, it seems a big week for updates. I don't know whether this is. It's almost whiffs a bit to me that not so much Nintendo, but the others are like your new console that's going to come out. Your next gen's going to be a little bit delayed, so we're going to improve what you got now.
yeah,
Just keep you happy. But yes, I tried out the Switch 2 boost mode. Like I say, I downloaded Mario Strikers demo. And when I first loaded it up, I sort of thought, oh, this looks quite nice on the screen. Went to start my first match and thought, oh, it doesn't look resolution and that doesn't look great. And if you actually sort of held the screen close to your face around the characters, that didn't look great. So I thought, right, I'm going to try this boost mode. Went into the settings, flicked it on, come back. It did make quite a lot of difference, if I'm honest. It did make it look really smooth, looked really nice. I know there's been a lot of great reports on other games that has boosted quite a lot. comparison videos on bits and pieces. I think Switch Up done one. Um, so a nice little one on there because when we first got the Switch 2 and you put your Switch 1 games in, you got that boost anyway for
Yeah,
performance. Now you've got the screen sort of boost as well, making some of these games like really decent to play on the Switch 2.
yeah,
Gives your back catalogue a good lifespan on there that
yeah.
you can go back
Agreed.
and play these games. So a
I
great
mean,
little
that's what I
boost.
all I use the Switch 2 for RGT. So I'm like I'm like a pig in mud, mate.
Yeah, I've only got half a dozen Switch 2 games, but because there's so many Switch games, I still haven't started. So having this boost mode, brilliant. I think that's awesome. Have you tried, because you've got a Pro, PS5 Pro, have you tried the PSSR out yet?
I haven't. I hopped on it last night, and made sure the update had landed. It has.
I heard some good things about it. So
Yeah, I'm excited to give it a go. It's just I need to make sure I'm trying the right games because obviously PSSR 2 is especially secret source with some of these certain
yeah,
games. It
yeah.
generally works on most things, but there's certain secret source games that really work with it. So I'll be interested to try those out. Very interested. And then the Portal. I just need to rag that out and get the update on it because I think I've mentioned not that long ago that when I use it and when I'm away, it's almost seamless. But when I try and use it in my own house, admittedly, it's a bit of a hellhole for Wi-Fi. It's pretty garbage. So,
Isn't that strange when you're so close to the.
I
So
know.
maybe it gets its boost from a better internet from when you're away. But I mean, even if you're in a hotel internet, it's not going to be the greatest of internets, is
I
it?
think
But
that my BT internet router is just garbage. It's the best one
yeah,
that they do, and they've sent me a load of these boost pocket things that you put in a room, and it meant to boost the signal, but I've not seen any difference really.
yeah.
I've sat, I mean, I've been in and configured the route as best as I can. Be careful not to mess it up. Like done one thing at a time, and then made sure it's checked it. Right, okay, it's slightly better. And they're all like micro infinitesimal improvements. I don't think my issue's there. I think it's just general house speed for the
Yeah,
signal.
yeah.
So it's a pain. So when it goes from the PS5 into the router into the phone wire, boom, no problem. I can be playing it wherever and it be kind of
Huh,
half playable, you know? But in the
bloody hell.
same room where it's got to go from the PS5 down the Ethernet into the router and then beam through the house into my machine, then it has a problem.
And that's strange because obviously your router's just not giving out enough signal as the
I
Wi-Fi
guess,
signal's
or
weak.
maybe there's a lot of 5 gigahertz channels about now, and it makes for a very congested area.
What about
It's
one of
def
them sort of gaming router boxes you could change over to? They're with the little sort of aerials that boost the signal. Would they? Do you think that would work
I
or
don't
be?
know. I was looking into those, and it's like, well, why do I have to do this? Surely this should just be acceptable.
Mm,
Anyway, we're lost in the weeds. So I'm looking forward to getting that, checking the
yeah.
box, see if it makes a difference. If it does in the house, that's perfect. Means I can lay in bed on a Sunday morning without needing to angle my body fully at the router. You know, these things, the compromises we make. I mean, some of the poses I'd make to play the Vita are,
Like the Kama Sutra.
yeah, that's every single page of the Kama Sutra. I
Hey,
think I
there's going to be
perform,
some
mate.
AI images of this on Discord.
George is the AI Kama Sutra image playing Vita with
Oh,
himself.
mm,
Um, Somebody tells me that's going to get blocked, so probably have to put yoga pose. But whatever,
yeah,
I'm all for it.
yeah.
There's me egging it on. I don't know if I do want to see this.
A bit late now.
Basically, Dal Sim with my head stuck on it with a Vita in his hand. Um, but yeah, the portal is much improved, and like I say, when you're away, not an issue really. But at home, bloody frustrating at times. You get halfway into a
Mm,
game and it's like, zoom, just shuts down. It's like, bloody hell. It was fine. And then other times where you feel like you're walking through CFAX and underwater for 10 hours and it doesn't even shut down once. It's like, give me a break.
yeah, it's frustrating. That's frustrating.
If I
But
lived in any other house, I think it'd be absolutely fine. I think
yeah,
that because Farmerton Manor, Ponsonbury Manor, you've got the law. If you've got the law,
mm-hmm.
you'll be dragged out in the streets for that. Um,
Because
but
them old
yeah, much like you, the
15th
time
century walls don't let the Wi-Fi through.
they don't, mate. They weren't built
No,
with the Wi-Fi in mind. Maybe I ought to
no.
just drill loads of holes in it, but that might be a bit might be a
Mm,
bit defeating that. Um, Yeah, the other thing, as you pointed out, I wanted to kind of get into was the timing for all this seems a bit strange. Why
Mm.
now? Why this week to smother us with? I mean, Xbox been waiting for a new dash. I know it's been a bit of a bone of contention. Some of the things that they've wanted to do there for a while, and they've been shouting from the rooftops, "Can we? Can we? Can we?" And it's been like, nah, nah. They've done it now. Xbox boss has obviously come in and gone. Why aren't we doing this?
To me, do you think that is it Asher her name who's running Xbox now?
Yeah.
She seems like AI to me.
Oh
Even the
wow.
even the pictures and the comments that she puts on Twitter, you sort of think it sounds like something AI would write. It sounds really strange. I've seen a few videos where
Well,
people say when she first joined and she said, "Oh, these are my favourite games and all this and these," and they said, "There's no way she writ that. That's either someone writing it for her or it's a, And she made an account only a few weeks before taking over and had these few games, which you can understand. You want to be able to, you know, connect with the gamers. I can understand that, but everything just seems a bit. I don't know. It doesn't seem real. It's sort of the comment, like she's big this up.
well,
We're listening to you.
maybe
We're doing
because
this,
she
and
works at Microsoft, there's a big M365 Copilot usage there.
mm,
Think about it.
mm,
So, okay, because I've been using it in my workflow. Okay, Microsoft Copilot, this is what we need to do. Come up, oh, okay, I need to bond with the gamers. So try releasing a social media post about your favorite games. What are your favorite games? Oh, I like this, this, and this. Boom. Spits out this thing about the
I think you're
passion.
exactly right. I think you're hitting that right
Okay.
in the head.
And it's not that she's not passionate about them.
No,
She's
I'm not
obviously
saying that's
read that and
bad.
gone,
I'm not
yeah,
saying
that's
that's
banging.
bad.
That's exactly what I'd say. Don't forget, she's probably sat in the boardroom going, uh-huh. Yeah, I need to do that social media post clips. Come up. Yeah, that's banging. That's exactly what I wanted. Keep copy. Probably do it on a phone. Yeah. Up this year, 6% down percent. Click post. Yeah, okay, fine. That's how these people are working.
Yeah.
I don't blame her. It's nice to see that she's,
No, no, not at all.
whether she's made these decisions, which I like to think that she has, she's gone in. And what I like about her, she's head off some of the emotion immediately. She said, well, she's kind of wedded to a previous business plan, a little bit like maybe even Phil Spencer was for a
Mm,
while. She said, oh, no, the plan's a plan until it's not the plan, but I'm about exclusives. Oh, hang on a minute. Calling card, stamp in the ground. Now, whether she convinced the Microsoft higher ups about that, we don't know. But what can she fix for free today
mm,
with the programming teams? I tell you what, we can sort for a bit of a quick win. Why don't we sort this dash out for them that they've been moaning about for a while? Well,
mm.
why not?
Yeah,
And it's I'm listening, which I think is the message that I take from
definitely,
that.
without a doubt.
I'm listening and I see you. And I think, let's face it, it's a little dash tweak. Well, quite a big dash tweak in a
Yeah,
way.
it is. It's not any other update. Probably wouldn't have got to mention. You'd have just downloaded it on your PlayStation 5 or your PC. You'd have done it. But I think, like you say, there's a bigger picture here of her saying, "You've been saying about this. I've done it. All right.
Yeah.
So any little things, I've done it. So let's get a bit of joy back into the Xbox brand. Let's
Yeah,
not
I
all have
think so.
bad news. I'm listening to you. Let's start getting some games. Let's start getting this dashboard done. Let's start, and
I'm
fair play.
I'm a
I think,
believer of like the great hope here coming from this. I kind of
mm,
saw that article that we did in the news a few weeks ago and thought, oh, hang on a minute, maybe a little bit of a hint of something different here from this girl. I like this. Let's see where it comes to. And so far it's been first test, pass, second test, pass. She's heading in the right direction. And I think
mm,
that not bragging about it either, just little bits here and there. I think actually there's been some real positive noise out of the Xbox camp, and
mm,
long may it continue. It's almost a
mm,
little bit like at the factory, isn't it? Like how many days since your last incident? Like zero. So far,
yeah.
Xbox are what 90 days since their last self-destruction incident. So congratulations, guys, you're doing
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
But on the scale of 1 to 10, it's still about a 4. So let's keep that going. Let's get to 110 days and have a celebrate. Let's get to 250 and 365. Keep this good stuff going. Don't pull any flankers like trying to put Games
Because,
Pass up
yeah,
or do it weird. Just keep quiet,
still
get
to
on with it.
me, I still think Microsoft have got a big footprint. I know they own Xbox, but they haven't let them run so much now. They've pulled the reins in. I'm hoping they'll let her control it a bit because I think all this Project Helix and all that is a bit more Microsoft rather than it is Xbox. I'd like you get sort of conflicting pictures of their sort of new consoles, a PC thing, as this, as that, and I'd rather them to sort of step back a bit, trust her, let her take it forward and see where it goes. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think they're very wedded to the idea of letting it be a Steam machine. I think it
Yeah,
gives them the flexibility to
maybe there's
run
just yeah,
run
maybe
PlayStation games on it, gives them a little bit of the flexibility to maybe even step back from the industry themselves. Because let's say they fold that brand for whatever reason, they've not sold you a useless piece of garbage that you can't not use
that's a
because
very
it's a
good
Steam
point.
machine as well. So you're all sorted, boys. Don't you worry. Your Xbox games are always going to be there, but we're not really in this anymore.
That's a very good point. Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's a
that's
handover. Not that
mm,
Microsoft would be that crazy, but there is some sort of thought process there to say, well, if it ends up being a PC in
mm,
a box and this fails for us, and we end up putting our games out through Steam, they've
mm,
still got a route to market to get the Halo and the Gears and all that other gear.
yeah,
Who knows? But it's strange times. And
mm,
then obviously Nintendo just absolutely. It's very rare for Nintendo because that boost mode feels a little bit experimental. We got to go all the way down to the bottom of the settings, and then you got to go through there, and then it's hidden that little
mm,
checkbox,
yeah,
and it's got that big fat warning, which doesn't feel very Nintendo either. Like, yeah, okay, check this box so you can play. Don't you worry, mate. You'll be all right. You play your Switch 1 game, but just let you know that the power of the Switch 2, it's not the most powerful. The power of the Switch 2 could render you dead. Absolutely dead. It's that powerful. So be careful. So this doesn't feel very Nintendo,
yeah. I
but
think if you actually read it, it just says that on some Switch original games that it might not enhance them. That's just to say, don't come moaning at us if one of your games doesn't.
it doesn't feel very Ninted. It feels a little
No,
bit beta test. It
yeah,
feels a little bit like stealth shadow, like, oh, I knew the big boys. You
and
know, you're
free.
and free, which
Yeah,
is
not
phenomenal.
Nintendo like.
I think I think some tweaks to that will be better. Like it allows handheld mode, but it then doesn't absolutely crush your console because it thinks it's in dock and then for ramps everything up and the battery gets absolutely nailed. I think there's still some issues there. And I think there's still some issues with you having Joy-Cons on, but then if you disconnect them, you got to keep them thinking they're connected while you attach a Pro controller. I think if you that's probably what a lot of the rest of the blurb was about, is about the controller configuration of having it
Yeah,
in handheld. So if they could get that just so
I
it was
always
the
thought this
default,
mode would have been chucked on. So I just I always thought this would have been chucked on Nintendo Online. You can have boost mode as long as you're an online member.
we might get
I
there
always
once they
thought
get
that
it
would have been on
working.
there, but they didn't.
Well, we might get that
Yeah,
once they get it
yeah,
working. Now you guys have got that sorted for us. It's
yeah,
12.99. Like, damn you.
yeah,
Uh, and then PlayStation, I mean, they've come in with their PSSR 2 update, as it's been colloquially known on the internet, with for the Pro. And by golly, they needed to do something because they've got a lot of egg on their face with the Pro. Now, the Pro scene is outsold everything at the minute. It's outselling Switch 2 in the States, which I find bizarre. A lot of places have run dry of them, which is staggering considering the usefulness of one of these things. And I own one, so back the hell off. I'll say what I like. Um, yeah, the it's nice to see they fixed it quite quickly. Well, kind of what a year on, but no bother. Do as you please. Um, it's nice to see it out there, and hopefully we see some improvements. As far as I'm concerned, it still looks a bit spotty on some titles, but hey, beggars can't. Well, literally, I'm a beggar and can't be a chooser. I bought a Pro, bankrupted myself, and I can't choose any graphical settings on it. So yeah, beggars can't be choosers, can they? Uh,
odd
RGT, what
one
do you
that.
make of this Pro Piercers? Because this is a lot. I see a lot of the internet framing this up as, "Oh wow, look at them! Yeah, look at this PSR2, aren't they awesome?" Like, hang on a minute, guys. Anybody else would get the gears grinded straight out the gates, and that the £700 console was absolute garbage. But here it's justified. Now I'm a
Yeah,
little bit blue because I've got one, but now I'm only finally able to extract power from it. Well, what the hell did I need it for then?
yeah. I did on the PS4 Pro, but I didn't on the PS5 Pro. I just had this funny feeling I didn't know whether the upgrades would be worth enough for £700. I couldn't justify spending £700 for small incremental graphical changes. Now, if this new update really knocks it out of the park, because I've heard it is quite good, maybe this was all planned in the long run to give this Pro a second boost, give it another boost to sales.
Yeah,
Now
well, I
people
think
might be
it's off the
saying, "Oh,
back
you need a
of
Pro now. You need a Pro now." So
I think it's off the back of bloody hell, PSSR2 and
mm,
its implementation on, I think the first game to implement it properly was Resident Evil Requiem. Everyone saw this and then rushed out and got themselves a Pro and Requiem. Like, okay, fine. Well
mm,
done for you.
mm,
But that means, are Sony going to build more of these? Because the Pro, the PS4 Pro, they pushed for a while and then they backed the hell off. Like, you couldn't buy a Pro. You'd think it would make sense if when the PS4 ended and the PS5 or the PS5 launched, that the only console that you could buy would be a discounted Pro. But they discontinued the
exactly.
Pro and sold you a
And carried
price
on.
stuck base PS4. No wonder they made
Yeah,
more money this gen than they've ever made. I mean,
yeah.
I want to see a company do well, I do. And Sony's like road to somewhere from the PS3 era has been incredible. But we're on the edge now, boys.
Mm, yeah, yeah, definitely. No, I agree with you. It's be interesting to see what this does to the Pro.
In
I
the
mean, are
long
you
run and
still?
generally across all games, not just these
Yeah,
pro push ones. I want to see a
yeah,
general
exactly.
uplift of all of that back catalogue now.
Have you
Proper.
noticed a difference? Because you obviously you've still got a standard PS5 and a Pro. Have you? Do you side by side? Can you see a big difference in your since you've bought it, or is it very, very slight?
Yeah, no, you can. When I first got it, even on those sort of first wave like Forbidden West and whatnot, whereas cited not to be the best implementation to me, the solidness of the drawing of the characters, the solidness of the details, and I'm using an old 4K HDR TV set. It's a Sony one, but it's not the best, or it's good, but it's obviously getting a
Mm,
little bit long in the tooth now compared to some of these modern sets. Um, to me, I can see the visual update for sure. I think I could see a bigger pop with the 120 hertz VRR kicking in.
yeah, yeah,
But
yeah,
that Pro, mate, you look at the stats, it's bloody powerful. It shouldn't
yeah.
it shouldn't really be having any of these problems.
Mm, yes. I don't. I don't always believe what we're told all the time because I mean we had this when the first issue of the PS5 came out and you had 8K slapped on the box.
Mm,
Calm down, fellas.
big
Calm down.
time.
There's no 8K going through this. So yes, that make you wonder. The problem is it's a bit like running a high speed test on a car, like a Bugatti Veyron. The faster you go, the air pressure is so pushing against you. You need so much more power just to go a few more mile an hour. And it's a bit
Mm.
like this with these
That's
consoles.
exactly this. That's one
Yeah.
of the greatest analogies I've ever heard for topping
Mm,
out of that classic Moore's law where the increment now of a small, the Moore's law is dead theory is kind of true.
yeah. Yeah.
We're not
So to
doubling anymore, are we?
no, no, you need like 10, 20 times the power to make a small increment on the screen.
Yeah.
Maybe we shouldn't be doing these sort of pro models just yet until we get a big upgrade in tech, and then you can release the next generation. But hey ho, it's not about that at the end of the day. It's about the money making, isn't it? So
Yeah, I
it's
mean, we all like our hobby. Unfortunately, it
yeah,
costs money, but people wouldn't make things if they couldn't charge you money for them. So it's
exactly.
this
Yeah.
weird world that we live in.
Mm.
I think that brings us to the end of what feels like a
Yes,
great news week.
brilliant news.
I'm kind of a little bit giddy off the back of it, if I'm honest with you. Let's do some housekeeping. If you've got an opinion or take on the news we missed, or we've dropped an absolute clanger, or there was a massive news story that we should have talked about, but didn't, and classic UCP, sometimes we just ignore the big stories, because we just like the rage bait, don't we? Really, I forgot I was on camera again. I was talking to a can of compressed air, because that's what I do. So if you want to message in, you can get us at questions at unofficialcontrollerpodcast.com, or you can reach us on X or Instagram in the direct messages. Or if you were feeling a little bit fruity, RGT, they could join the Discord where the fun continues. Lots of quizzes, lots of
Yep.
games, behind the scenes, blah, blah, blah. All of that's free. We also do another show called Flashback, which is a retro focus show where we take the magazines and the news articles of a moment and day in time and a month and a year, 1993 2007, you name it. We flip and flop all over the place. But it's a great show. You're loving it. It's great to see it get lots of traction on the audio and maybe even start to outperform its bigger brother on the YouTube, which, you know, whatever. 7 years hard work, and we bring on a novelty item and you buy it. It's millions, but uh, some would say it's the best show. All that good stuff. It's free.
And
It will always be free.
we've also got a TikTok as well now, so you can check us out on
Oh,
TikTok.
I forgot. I am seemingly spreading the show's tendrils, octopus-like around the throats of every social media. I have to admit, it ain't me. As we know, I'm technically incompetent. Captain Scarlet's took on the UCP TikTok mantle, and he's throwing videos out there left, right, and Chelsea. A recycle of some classics and some new creations. So make sure you go on there with all the youth. Follow that. That'll no doubt where we go viral. For like a controversial 5 second throwaway thing I've said in the past.
There's plenty of them. There's a back catalogue of your throwaway comments.
Oh, yeah, they'll be known they're throwaway. Okay, they mean
Yeah.
nothing to me and they mean nothing to you. They're just word colour. All right, don't worry about it. As I say, that's free. It'll always be free. So help dive in. It's there for you. If you do want to support the show, oh, don't forget we've got a YouTube. Got to give that a push now. We're on the video now. Totally forgot. I was talking to
And the
my foot.
website.
And a website. We've got it all.
Yeah.
We are
Smorgasbord.
RGT and his Technicolor Internet Dreamcoat. Coming at it a little bit sort of. No,
Mm.
no, I
Just rein
won't.
that down a bit.
I
There we
won't.
go.
I've calmed down. The
Come on.
original, the original Jason was Jason Donovan, wasn't it? Okay,
Hmm.
so you're more like him,
Thank you.
a hunk.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
spread across a teenager's wall.
Anyway, should we get onto the subs list?
Yeah, but
We'll shut that down quick.
once again, I didn't say anything legal. I didn't say anything controversial. I just said an incontrovertible fact. Jason Donovan was spread across teenagers' bedroom walls.
He certainly was. First up, we have to say
No,
thank
no,
you.
wait. Why are we saying thank you to these people?
As I said, they're the subscribers, the subs list, the people who put their hands in their pockets.
Should we tell them about the tiers, or is it too much this week?
The tiers will be on the show notes. Have a look at the tiers in the show notes. They're on there. So,
From as little as $3 a month, though.
yes, from little as $3. And we are, I know it's been late and we haven't done the Zoom meetup, but like I said before, we are planning on doing something different there so that
Yes.
everyone is included rather than just people who can make it. Because it feels like people miss out. We don't think that's fair. So we are planning something else. Sorry, there's a delay.
Yeah,
But
because where's
we'll
Billy
get that
Marmite?
sorted. Exactly. So people who can't make the Zoom meetup, and although as part of their tiers, it seems as though that's not quite fair and they're missing out. So we will be doing something new on that. So we're a bit we're a bit delayed because obviously we've got a couple of events been going on, but once we get them done, we will get that sorted. So yes, apologies for the lateness of that. That's my fault, but we will get there. So,
Okay.
but yes, so sub list, these are people who put their hands in their pockets every single month and have done for a long time to help support the show, help keep the lights on, help us do 2 shows a week for you, Flashback and Unofficial Controller podcast. And I think I'll start this week, George. I'm going to start with the wonderful Captain
Oh,
Scarlet,
okay, mate. Yeah,
the
okay.
man, the man behind the scenes,
I
the
know,
man,
I know how this goes now, by the way. So it's fine that you started. It's totally cool.
the man behind the scenes who does our website, who does the TikTok, who does graphic design here, does bits and pieces there. I mean, yes, would be lost without him at the moment. So thank you very much, Captain Scarlet.
Thank you, Captain. Up next, a man who I would be nothing without. He takes my voice, he adds pictures, words, probably something intelligent as well, if I might say. And he bottles all that energy up into a 30-second clip that, to be honest with you, intoxicates the internet on a grand scale. He's the grand fromage of shorts. He's the big cheese. It's Retro Ed.
We're
Thank you, sir.
spoiled with people keep doing little shorts and reels for us, and yeah, we're very grateful to everyone that does all these extra little bits just to help support the show. You're brilliant, all of you.
Do you know
Um,
my takeaway?
what's that?
Out of 50,000 hours of content, we've got three shorts.
I think we've got more than three. I think we've got a little more than three. I think we've got five. No,
Based
we've
on
got more
show
than that.
content.
Four. Um, next up, we have. But thanks to people who do them anyway. We
Thank
do really
you.
appreciate it.
We've got lots of shorts, and which we
Yeah,
appreciate, but we really love those show-based ones.
yeah, they're
They're
brilliant.
the bangers. They are.
Mm.
They
Uh,
feel. I feel the love there.
yeah, definitely. Next up, another man who done quite a few shorts for us is the One Man George fan club.
Absolutely.
It is
Yeah.
Carlos. So thank
He
you as always, Carlos, because
he'll put the world to rights. I've seen him
yes,
crawl along his floor, tell you about Switch 2 bands.
mm, yep, yep. He's a dedicated man.
He only recorded the last little bit of that crawl. He had already done 4 miles.
Wow,
Wow.
wow.
Up next, that means I get firm returns. If you want a firm return on your investments, give firm returns a call on X.
Mm, absolutely brilliant. Thank you, mate. Next up, we have Trestles of New York. And as we always say, it's the best place for wings in New York. They've even got a deal on burgers at the moment, so check them out. So absolutely wonderful.
Yeah, make sure you do.
I
Also,
mean, I don't know if they have got a deal on burgers. I literally just made that up. But
they
if
have.
they have, then
If they have, let me tell you, sir. I
you've
didn't know
gone
what you were
jaded
going to
again.
do there.
You've gone jaded again, haven't you? Oh
I
my
thought you
God.
decided to come out as a member of royalty. Like, I'll tell you, sir, if they do have a deal on burgers, how dare you?
Jesus Christ.
It's the
Come
end of
on.
the show. I've held it together for a wee
You
while
have.
now.
You've done well. Just a few more minutes. Come
I
on.
just wanted one
Get through
second
it.
to say thank you to Firm Returns for carpet bombing the YouTube comments. We needed that. I needed
Yes,
that.
he did do well with those.
Yeah,
That
he
was
did.
brilliant.
We needed that boost.
The pork sword comment. Yeah, thank you, mate.
Um, you've done trestles, so that means I get to thank probably one of the most beautiful men that the world has ever known. The manosphere is scared of him because he's the ultimate projection of manhood. It's Roast Space Monk.
Who also has bought a new Xbox controller, and that's probably one of the best looking controllers I've ever seen. He's got
Wait, which
today.
one's this?
He put it on as of recording. He's put it on today. He's in Listener Stingray. He's got this funky, colourful Xbox controller. Looks absolutely phenomenal. It's one of the best designs I've ever seen, I think. I don't know if it's one he done himself or if it's a special one. I'm not sure.
Hold up.
Hold up.
Hashtag listener stingray. Oh, you've gone
Ready
there.
for the next episode. Hold up.
Oh, okay. Well, this is classic, mate. Okay, it's working now. No,
He found
no,
it, yeah.
no, no. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Wow.
Yeah, that is awesome.
That is visceral.
Yeah, so I don't know if that's one he's designed himself or if it's one they sell, but that I think that is awesome.
This is a
And
compliment. It looks like a 90s ski jacket.
it does. It's the best looking Xbox controller I've seen. That is phenomenal.
That's fire. Yeah. One
Absolutely
thing I
brilliant.
like about Xbox, said my redheaded stepson, is that their controllers, they're class.
Yes, they
He's a
are.
good boy, and he's trying. I see
Oh,
him.
bless his heart.
Who's
Um,
next?
next up, we have the wonderful Bada Bingster. And we must arrange Bada Bingster as well. I've got some bits and pieces for you. So we need to have a meet up and have a few beers. Maybe we should do another Lincoln trip and all have a meet up in Lincoln. That would be good.
Oh, yeah.
Have a few beverages, stay overnight this time rather than me coming up and down in one day. We'll try and do it over a weekend or something. But yes, let me know on that Bada Bingster. We'll have a meet up or something and yeah, swap some bits and pieces. So
Ciao, bada bing, tante bella così.
Santa Bellicozzi.
Tante bella così.
That I can't say. I don't know what I'm saying.
Okay. You just nailed
Yeah.
it, apart from it
Thanks, mate.
starts with a T.
Oh, does
That's,
it?
yeah,
Santa.
tante. Tanta
Tanta
bellicosi.
Tanta Bellicosi.
Yep.
I'll be saying it all week now.
I'm not going to tell you what it means.
Oh, great. Oh, another stitch up. All right, Phil. Yeah, yeah, George again. Yeah, Right, who we got next?
It's actually very nice. It's actually it's
Oh, leave it in, Phil. Leave it in.
wish you many beautiful things or find beautiful things. It's something like that anyway. Um, yeah, it's nice.
Good.
Which means I get to say buongiorno to Tingle Tuna. He's coming, looking Italian, smelling like a stallion. Hmm, that would be like a horse. Coming like a stallion, smelling like an Italian.
And I
That's
think
coffee and
he's
cigarettes.
he's bought the analog 64 as well. So he is. We always say he's a class gamer. He's now got
I
the
would.
creme de la month of consoles. He's ordered an analog 64. I mean, to you, my sir,
Hmm.
that is a quality setup,
Just the
man.
way it looks, where it kind of like half accentuates the
Mm,
old aesthetic lines of the N64, but it's like, no,
mm,
I'm grown up, I'm classing that. I've had a little bit of smooth around all over, and actually,
mm,
I'm 50% the size, but I'm still. Mm,
mm. Bit of kit that.
wow. Someone clip that sort of. Someone.
Mm.
Bit of kit that. Like, oh, okay, edgy.
Ooh, that's a bit of kit that. Right.
Um, you're next.
Yeah, next up we have the awesome Digital Monkery. Does our challenge accepted? Does our let's get quizzical, quizzical.
I wanna get quizzical. Let's get quizzical. Wanna see your brain at work. I've changed it. See, body
You
heat.
did
Yeah.
great
I
on
wanna see your brain
ad lib.
work.
Mm.
Quizzical, quizzical. If
You
is he
done
coming
now?
OLL?
Oh God, yeah, yeah. He's
I'm not
be
being funny.
going to
I'm
be
not
a
being
team member
funny.
there, mate. So if you want to meet Digital Monkery, come to OLL
The
26.
real deal. I
The real
think
deal.
Winchester Boy's a bit it's a bit pastiche now. It's a bit passe. I'm not into it, right? What I'm into
Oh God,
is him coming in. I'll let him wear some like leggings to save a little bit of his, because I don't want a plum escaping or anything. But then, boom, full leotard, lime green. So maybe like I don't know, leopard skin leggings, lime green leotard, leopard skin headband up on stage. Now, what I'm prepared to do for you, DM, is I'm prepared to take out either Slopes or Kim Justice to get you an hour on stage to do your quizzical routine. How's that?
right. I will add he was coming to OLL 26.
Hey, this look, mate. I pop on there, and I'll tell you one thing. I learn very quickly. I know nothing about games, but I'll tell you one thing I do
His
love.
quizzes are brilliant.
They
They
are
are brilliant
absolutely phenomenal.
because they're educational as well. Because you go back,
Exactly.
you think, "Oh, I got this one." You do it. No, really, was it that? And then you go, "Yeah, brilliant questions."
If
He's
you're
pretty
going to
clever at those.
join the Discord for nothing else than just to come and perv in the quizzical section, there's no stress. It's just this upload, the little bits blacked out for the answers. Let's face it, it's Gamers Wordle. If you're not in on it, well,
Yeah,
you're dead.
yeah. If you're on your break at work, but let's get Quizzical on. Just go through, tap the answers to see if you get them correct. They're brilliant,
And
absolutely
you're
brilliant.
humming in your head, let's get quizzical,
I do actually hum that in my
quizzical.
head when
I
I'm doing
wanna get
Yeah,
quizzical.
you do. You will hum that in your head. But yes, so thank you for
I
DM.
need to remember I'm on camera because I'm doing some outlandish things, and yeah, I think we need to get back to audio. People don't want this, do they? I don't think. I was
Well,
talking to a can of compressed air again for the last one
yeah,
readout.
but if people who have been long-term listeners or viewers of the show, no, that's very normal for you.
They
That's
never
nothing out of the
knew
ordinary.
audio hides the sins, so RGT.
Yeah, but you do tend to talk your sins through when you're doing them. So, uh, you're like a narrator of your own life.
Yeah, I see this now.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. Um, yeah, so anyway, thank you, Digital Monk, as always. Who we got next, George?
Means I get to ride in on IMAX's biggest sponsor. It's Bold Border.
Ride in on him.
Yeah. Well, because he's so hirsute, or no, because he's so kind of hairless,
Hmm.
he has no natural friction, so he can slide across a piece of wet glass. And to be honest with you, his speed exponentially increases. So if you've got a little bit of liner and you've got a bit of bull border, whack down a little bit of fairy liquid, chuck a, I don't know, about half a pint of wet on the floor, throw bull border through it, jump on the back of him, and it's like boom, you come out of it like a pulse rocket, like, boom, and you can kind of half ride it
Wow.
like a
Bloody hell.
magic carpet.
So put board on the floor,
Yeah,
lube up, and then you can ride him.
I have only ever tried like the innocent things like dishwash
Yeah, lube
soap,
the floor is what I meant. Lube
water.
the floor, and then
Yeah,
you can ride in
I'll
on
be
him.
honest. I think if you put any other form of lube down, you'd probably go that quick. You went back in time. You'd end up coming back through your back wall and say, "No, don't do it, ball border, because it's not safe to use that because you go too quick."
Ironically, it's his favourite film, Back to the Future. So
So,
that's one
okay.
way of doing it. Um, next up, we have the wonderful one of the sheriffs of the Discord. We have Boba.
Hey,
Thank
he's
you very
looking.
much, Boba, as
He's
always.
looking good. I caught sight of his beard the other day. Bloody hell, that's a proper strong-looking beard now,
That
isn't it?
is, that is now. But not only that, I mean, I knew he's into his Pokemon card collection, and we were chatting about it the other day, and he's got some Pokemon cards, that boy. I mean,
He's
he could start his own store with them.
he's
Jeez,
gone right up to the edge of
impressive.
like enough's enough, and he's gone, no, you've got absolutely no idea what enough in.
Yeah.
And now he's approaching what I would call hoarder territory.
I mean, he's got a collection. It's very impressive. It is impressive. I was just wow. I'm not even into
I've
Pokemon
not
card
seen his
collecting, but
full set, but I know every week I see two or
jeez.
three cards come home.
Oh,
And if
I'm
that's gone on for as long as I think it's gone on for, boys sat on quite a stack of cards.
a lot. That's all I'll say. Yeah. Put it this way: start your own store because you're going to bet a fortune.
Maybe you should.
Mm. But
Anyway,
anyway. Thank you, Boba.
going brown. That means, luckily, I get to thank my wonderful red-headed stepson. This week he came to me, he said, Dad, I'm having some trouble at school. I said, what's this? He said, I'm finding it difficult to do the art. I said, what's this? You've always been so accomplished with your artistic visions. He said, no, the problem is every time I'm picking up the school equipment, because it's made for kids, and I'm the world's strongest person, it just obliterates to dust. So we often talk about strength and how impressive it is to be the strongest person. But actually, my redheaded stepson, who I'm not in a relationship with his mother anymore, yet I still love like my own son, he is is strong, but he's also vulnerable because he can't interact like we can. Things we take for granted, like just picking up a glass and having a drink, he just crushes it in his fingers. So it's quite a lonely existence. He can't hug me with all of his love because he fears he would kill me.
Wow.
So, big shout out to Ginge for all that he does. And yeah, don't worry, son, I'll get you another 15 sets of AirPods so you can maybe catch the show in 1 second bursts as your eardrum flexes and literally saying that as well. Rest in peace, Chuck Norris today. I think we've got a pretty good understudy in Ginge and or Pete Brocklehurst to be that indestructible man that we need.
But that has been mentioned on Discord. Yeah. Yeah. I said R.I.P. and then underneath, Gid, number one.
Long live the king.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So, yeah, for someone that hasn't been in the Discord, you've predicted it quite well today.
Well, yeah, there we go. Who's
Thank you,
next?
Ginge. Next up, we have Harvey Retro. And do you know what? This guy is made for the screen. He's got this new job running this podcast studio, cameras, lighting. There's all pictures of him on there today at his job doing stuff looking like a Hollywood director. Looks $1 million. And I just think, yeah, You're in the role you were born to do, my friend. So thank you always, Harvey Retro. Thank you.
Yes, and his latest video about a podcast about podcasting. He says some very nice things about us, which is
He did, yes, yes, yes. I
and
forgot to
his
mention that.
producer's also called Phil. So I don't know whether we've got the same guy because he's probably moonlighting,
Mm,
but his producer probably edited their show and made it look good.
mm,
Um, our Phil just charges an insane amount of money and does nothing.
mm. Yeah, I did notice that. He's left now. He's gone already. Look, went and finished.
He's gone to get a
Jeez.
tattoo at Dave Perry's. Who's
Wow,
next?
that's a journey. That's your turn next.
Oh, it's it.
Yeah.
Oh, of course, the queen of the show. Literally the most beautiful woman that's ever to be
Mm-mm-mm.
carried on a wicker bed chair. Raised up in personification of literally just everything that is beautiful about the world, almost like a symbiotic Mother Nature type character. This spring, the sun's rejuvenating rays are going to just penetrate every fibre of her being, and she's just going to let the good feelings flow out into the soil. We're going to have a wonderful spring. Thank you, Emma. Emma Sharp. The rebirth of spring.
Jeez. Next. Thank you, Emma, by the way.
Was that
Next.
was I thought that was quite,
It is.
poetic and romantic and
I
almost
just get
complimentary.
absorbed by when you just go off on these tales and yeah. And then I just have to go, cheers, Greg. Yeah, nowhere near Berlin. Thank you, Greg, as always.
Thank you.
We,
Don't
like I say,
say,
we must get you on the show again and
he
hear
wants
how
nothing
things
to
are
do with
going.
it, mate. He wants a career in the gaming industry,
Right?
right? We took Mike Rouse, ended his AAA studio career, killed it, dead. Dave Perry, big on the game circuit, boom, comes on this show, dead. He's now got a tattoo parlor, all right? M. Dickey came on here with his wrestling thing, dead. No one's buying it anymore. Ashens, boom. He's literally doing like from what I heard, he's doing like quickie marts and sort of bingo halls. He killed his career.
Go get your black bin bags.
Ashens will remember. Come get your special knife. Your chicken is fresh, sir.
in Asda in Norwich.
Slopes on the keyboard.
Sorry, Stuart, if you listened. Sorry.
Sorry, Sir Stewart. He's like,
Yes.
thank God they remembered me. Do I need to thank Mumsy or
Yeah,
thanks,
properly.
Mumsy? Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you. Who's
Uh,
next?
Next up, we've got the RGT fan club, as always. Thank you very much.
Wow.
Much appreciated. Yeah.
Okay, Pete Brocklehurst this week was called into work early because an aqua prop had failed on the. They were doing a bigger window for Barbara down the street. Aqua prop failed. Kept Pete in quick. He ran in, held the whole lintel up.
Yeah, don't surprise me. He's probably having a cup of tea in the other hand, I
If
suspect.
you've got something on top of your telly right now, I'm holding it up. Right, he held up the lintel like that.
Yeah.
He had a vape. I think it was blueberry nettle or something along those lines. You know what they're like, these vapors. And yeah,
Oh, God, yeah.
it was blackberry nettle flavour. And he just sat there chuffing on that. He didn't have any food. They built all round him, and right at the last minute, he slipped his hand out and just popped in a brick. It's seamless.
Beautiful. That's
Yeah.
that's the guy you need.
He doesn't do a lot else, but I tell you what, he's bloody useful.
Yeah, he is.
Oh God, that pallet's been dropped off, but the forklift's gone out. Just walks in one-handed. What's up, boys?
Yeah.
Lays it
He's
down like a tray.
yeah, there you go. What do you need, boys?
Yeah.
Throwing cement bags. Here you go. Do you want one? You want one? Yeah, you want one? Like cards, like dynamo.
Oh, mate, I don't know if you've ever been down the building site at Farmington on the dinner time, but he does what he calls the Brocklehurst juggle.
Is that with the cinder blocks?
No, mate.
Oh
What he
no, I've seen the
does
cinder blocks one.
is he starts off juggling with about 3 bags of cement, 5 bags of sand. And first of all, he starts juggling. He starts juggling quicker and quicker and quicker. And then he starts to get a bit like rip and tear with these bags. And all of a sudden, he's got this circle of like grey and sand, and it's starting to mix together. And he's almost like an airbender at this point. He's like whipping it, whipping it. whipping it, and then he just sort of Hawk twos in it, boof, boof, and then just directs it like that. Wow, 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 wow. Everywhere it needs to go on the building site. And all these perfect. That is very Trump in it.
Mm. You getting enough sleep at the moment, George? Or
I just wanted to make this bit fun.
yeah, no, yeah, yeah, cool.
Yeah. And that's
Thanks.
how that's the other thing that he can do. That's his party trick. I'm surprised you haven't seen it because it's pretty impressive.
No, I mean, yeah, I want to see it now. I
These
must
little
admit,
snails of cement just appear exactly where you want them. Like,
that's clever.
really impressive. Yeah.
Well, thanks, Pete. Next up, we have Billy Marmite. Thank you as always, Billy. And like I say, you won't miss out on part of your tiers anymore because we will be doing an improved tier system. So yeah, don't worry about that. I know you don't juggle cement or anything, but thank you anyway.
Yeah, it does.
Oh God.
I don't know where it came from. I just felt under pressure, so I said it. Um, how, what, when, where? I'm just going to say it. Zangief. Oh. And now you have to describe. We're doing it backwards this time. So I Zangief, and you have to describe what I was Zangiefing.
Yeah. I reckon it was when you bought the collector's edition of Shenmue 3 and you put it in and then suddenly realised that the whole game was on the card. So it was a little
Okay.
peek at the end because you were so excited that it wasn't a key card.
Oh,
Am I
okay.
right?
Well, that's yes. Let's say that's exactly what it was.
Mm.
With that all said and done, thank you to everyone that supports us on a weekly, on a monthly basis. Don't panic, don't panic. It's only £3. Don't panic. Did suddenly become 12? Still only three. Um, that all said and done, thank you to everybody. We
Yeah,
really
definitely.
appreciate it. It makes a big
Mm.
difference, and hopefully you'll see when we get to like OLL places like that that this is us giving back. So make sure you get there. RGT. We're at the point in time where I have to ask you what you're hoping to play.
Definitely a lot more bang average football. Not to say I've played about 2 hours so far, loving it. I'm thinking this could be quite a bit more depth to this over the seasons as you build the club up. So I'm really looking forward to playing more on that.
I'm excited to
Um,
hear about this.
yeah, I've been really enjoying it so far, and yeah, this it's good. It is
There
good so
was
far.
there was a particular game on PC that we used to play at work called, I think it was Ultimate Soccer Manager, where you like had this overview as you built up the club, and it was on this like terrace street at first, and then you kind of like built it up
Yeah,
a bit. I love to see like that top-down, almost isometric world that you describe of this guy walking around, he's going in the boozer. He's like, "What's going on?" Like, "Oh, great game this week." Like, yeah, I know it's probably not voice, but hey, who cares?
no, no, it's very like I say, it is
And you're
Stardew
going
Valley
down the
basically.
club on a Saturday morning, and the lads are there, and then all the fans come in, and I can imagine this is quite a cute, sweet little game. It's got my attention, and the other one, I think you said it was Nutmeg, was it?
Nutmeg's the other one. Yeah, I'll have to get that and give it
I'm
a go as
very
well.
excited about that, and is that on Steam yet, or is it in early release?
I've got a file here. I don't know if it says on there. Think, I think it might. I'll check. I'll let you know next. I'll check. I think it might be on there already. But yeah, that's from. They're both from Secret Mode, published by Secret Mode. Got a
Yeah.
pen.
Oh
They
wow.
give me a pen when I was there. Yeah, so I was chatting to the guys. I did mention, see if we can get them on the show at some point. And
Well, some of
uh,
them, correct me if I'm wrong. I might have read this wrong. But I think some of them are sort of ex-Sony devs, aren't they? From the
I
collapsed
think so.
studio
Yeah,
out that way,
yeah,
Sheffield, or
yeah.
was it the
I'll
Riggs boys?
Yeah, something like that. I think so. Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll have
so
to get them
check
on and
into
get the full
that.
story. And
Yeah,
but
it'd be
yeah,
interesting to go from sort of dark to light, wouldn't it, on the journey?
exactly. Yeah. So yeah, I'll be playing more of that. Definitely want to play more with Ratchet and Clank as well. Cracking
Cracking
time.
time.
Yeah, I want to get that. I got a bit put off with those little planets where you have to complete them. Do I need to do them planets? Can I mainline the story a bit? I suppose I can mainline the
Mm.
story a bit. I'm not quite getting them so much. But anyway, I'll play some more of that because I would like to get that done and dusted. Pretty much that. I will check in with everyone this week on RGT Back in the Past. If everyone is finished with Remember Me, I know a few people bounced off. Me and Carlos finished it. I'll see where Zangief is on that. And if we're all ready, let us know on Discord if you're ready. we will do another vote this week for our next Generation 7 game. All right. So let us know and we'll get another vote going on that. So hopefully, whatever that is, I will start on that as well. But yeah, I think that's pretty much what I'm hoping to play. What about you, George?
Um, yeah, I need to just get stuck into something. I'm throwing myself all over the place in a bid to try and stay relevant, so I don't get absolutely whitewashed at the Ponces. But
Yeah, I keep thinking
um,
about that.
you what?
I keep thinking about that as well. I'm on
I
about my third PS3 game of the year and think, oh God, Seb's going to kill me.
Yeah, it's no way to live your life, is it?
No.
So I don't know. I just feel like kicking back this weekend, so maybe I'll have another go at Cairn until it does my head in. Not because it's bad, just because I want to get further. I want to see some more of these exciting sort of POI, as they call them. Um, Other than that, I think that yeah, just a normal quiet week, probably on the Switch too. Might have a dabble in some retro, but other than that, I'm just looking for a bit of a relax this week, I think. I've got to go away quite a lot, so in fact, yes. Um, Next week might be a bit tough gameplay wise, but I should be back in time for some shows.
Mm.
Should be able to get flashback done. So that's good news. So no panic there for you, listeners. Is there anything else before I head out to the outro RGT?
Uh, no, I think we're back there just to say, thanks for everyone as always. Thanks for downloading
Get
and
your
bits and
OLL
pieces.
tickets. Are they on general sale?
Yes, on general sale, get your OLL tickets. There is an after party one as well, which I think you have to get separately, but we'll be staying for that. So if you want to stay and come say hi and have a drink, come and see us. Yeah, just say thanks everyone. Thanks to all our subs as always. You're absolutely brilliant. Thanks to all the people behind the scenes, Captain Digital, Bada Binkster, Harvey, all who's done stuff. Really
Boba.
appreciate it. Yeah, Boba as well. Sorry. If I've missed anyone, I'm really sorry. That's just my brain. But thank you everyone. You know who you are. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I think.
Yeah. Thank you to everybody who's ever listened and ever will. We appreciate you. And thank you to those who support us. And yeah, that's it. So I'd say that's all we have time for this week, listeners. Always thank you for your time. Look forward to the pleasure of speaking to you again next week. Until then, happy gaming. Remember, there's nothing wrong with being given the unofficial controller. It's what you do with it that counts. See you, RGT.
Later.